So we talk about this culture, and I love what you've done with it. So how did Focus all come about?
To understand Focus, I need to go back in time a little bit and explain how it became to be. It was from the event, probably the worst thing that ever happened in our company's history turned out to be the best thing that ever happened for us. Back in 1995, Labor Day weekend, we had an event with a client. All their cameras were out in the parking deck. They called in and we said, we'll be there Tuesday because our contract says next business day. The gentleman taking the call, he and I were meeting to do something socially that evening. And I said, anything going on? He said, well, so-and-so's cameras are all out, but I told him we'd be there Tuesday. And I said, well, that's what the contract says. So I happened to be right around the corner from there. So I went to the client's facility and just to see if there's anything I could do. And as I was walking into the parking deck, an officer met me, security officer, and said, don't worry about it. We got all the cameras up and running. I said, wow, how'd you do that? He said, well, we opened up your power supply, noticed the fuse was blown, about a 5-cent fuse, and we popped in one of your spares and all the cameras came back up. So I left there thinking, well, that's great. That's one less thing to do on Tuesday, next business day. Well, about 2 weeks beyond that, my primary contact contacted me and said, hey, I'd like to meet with you. So myself and another gentleman with the company went down and sat down with her. We thought she must want to add some cameras or buy something. And so we were all ready to take her order. Well, she said, look, when that event occurred a couple weeks ago, it was something that was catastrophic in nature to us, but not necessarily to you. Your contract said next business day. You probably should have stepped outside of that and realized that there was a lot of credibility and liability at stake here. We have a lot of ladies working in a parking deck on a holiday weekend, and that's not a safe environment, and it could have been potentially really bad. So she goes, as good as you guys are, I think you're the best at what you do, but I'm going to have to align with somebody that can step outside of the box when necessary. So we since deemed that as we went from doing the thing right to doing the right thing, and that was really the birth of Focus. So I got fired. That's the only time I've ever been fired in my life, but I left there, or we, the company, got fired. I didn't get fired personally, but, so we went back and thought, she's 100% right. We should have analyzed the situation differently and said, I know what the agreement says, but we should do this for these reasons, which is to protect their loss and liability and credibility. So that's what we began to shift and say, we've really got to focus on, no pun intended, but we need to focus on how we take care of the customer so that we are, getting them up as quickly as possible, leaving them fully functional, and other key metrics we put in place. So we went back, and over about a 2-year period, we began to work on a program called F.O.C.U.S, which is an acronym for our client's ultimate satisfaction. And we sat down and put some metrics in place to say we're going to guarantee our response time. We'll be there in 4 clock hours. And if we're not there, we'd give the client a $250 credit memo. If we didn't leave them 100% functional, we'd give them another $250 credit memo. So we had $500 exposure on every service call we ran. And at that time, that was a ton of money. But we began to do it and began to have success. And over time, it evolved into something we were doing consistently across the board. So we became a very service-centric company from that.
Talk us through that. It sounds like it's a no-brainer. It's almost like a guarantee.
Yes, it is a guarantee. And you're right, it should be a no-brainer, right? Most of us in our consumer life want to go out and be taken care of and have good service. And so our approach is simply to do the thing right, like Darryl was saying. But that guarantee, we put behind it the financial guarantees also. So while we're out there, we're not just talking the talk, we're putting our money where our mouth is as well, and providing that customer service.
So how did you get it off the ground?
Well, again, we put those key metrics in place and we just started. And it was, we say today that what we did is we built the house, but we hadn't put a foundation under it yet. And so we were out responding on time, leaving things mostly 100% functional. And we measured those results. So we had continuous improvement taking place. But over time, as we were delivering Focus the product, we began to develop the foundation under the house, which was Focus the culture. And so our employees and our clients would accept nothing less than that.
I think today when we bring new people on, we're really looking for the mindset, not necessarily the technical aspect of what we do. but it is a mindset. Now, we want people here for the right reasons, that believe in the golden rule, which is to treat others like you want to be treated. And so it's not that difficult. We've had some great people that were very smart and technically, that didn't have the right mindset, that have moved on. It's one of these things. It's really an unusual thing here. You either really love it here or you hate it. There is no in between. It's the mindset that matters, and when we have people that join us, it's all about customer service and that fanatical customer service that we provide to people.